Alright guys, I got that volley my way, 4.11 I think, patch. Runes and masteries are coming up. Runes, pretty much the same thing, except for, the seals. I use per level HP. You don't really take a lot of damage since you got a fear. Early game jungle for volley absolutely blows, so getting a big ass leash is always helpful. As long as you learn how to gank and camp, and blow summoners on enemy team, it's worth. Like, alright, baby, we back once a motherfucking again. I got that Volibear 4.11 my way. As you can see, I'm running that default skin, yeah, it's been a while since I used this. It's like a skin to me. This is the Thunder and Lightning, the most electrifying champion in League of Legends. He's definitely a beast. The bad thing about Volley Jungle is the first buff. Ain't gonna lie, it's the first buff. It really depends if you get a good leash. How the game will be determined. Your first gank, this and that. It's all about time. If you can get a leash, a 10-second like fucking leash on a buff, then Volibear is probably one of the best junglers. Doesn't matter where you start. Red, of course, would be nice if you have a plan on what you want to do. And there's some things I want to talk about when it comes to like elo range. Like this elo right here is Diamond 1. If you're a silver player, you can use all the tactics that I'm using this game that I try to, spew out of my mouth and use it for your elo. But, it's all in the head. It's all in the head. If you're like a bronze player and you go into the game and all you think about is people fucking failing, people are going to AFK, then you're never going to carry yourself out. If you go into a ranked game, willing to learn, get better, slap a couple bitches across the mouth, and I'm talking about champions, so, we're not talking about actually, no, okay, but seriously, this game right here was a fucking stomp. This is not a stream game. This is just me playing before my appointment that I have to go to in about in an hour. So I'm gonna kind of slow it down. I'll speed it up. But Volibear is one of the best junglers. This motherfucker flips. He slows. The power spike at level 6 is at an all-time high, and his level 3 bite at plus with your ulti. It's just so much damage, and you gotta learn how to play it. So I got Aurelia here. I needed a big leash. I didn't know what she was going to give me. And it sucks that I'm doing blue because I don't know what I'm going to get from my junglers. It takes me 20 plus seconds to kill a fucking buff. And it blows. So here at 155 it starts. And look at Rilla. Look at all these fucking hits. She even tanks a little bit for me. So it's already been 10 seconds. Boom. Now I got to hit these fuckers one time. I get my W just so I can get more attack speed. So there you go. 23 seconds. It sucks. It really sucks. So when I come I'm not going to do wolves. I'm not going to sit there forever and do that. I'm going to come over here. Actually, I want to hide Vi, if I can. Okay, there we go. So there you go. I'm gonna kill the 3 baby raids. I'm gonna work my way bottom. As you can see there on the map, it's Zillion and Lebron. Did they ward? You see his items. He's got a biscuit, a mana pot, so he only cares about harassing. So he's utility on Zillion, or he could have just got the 9 points and just ran 21 AP. I don't know. So as you can see, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick this up as fast as possible. Sucks, like I said. You gotta sit there and hit this, hit this, hit this. It really sucks early, but once you get going, if you get fed, boom, you just start shitting on people. Your bite's just too much, your flip, your CC, you blow summoners ease with ease. You show fear. So I'm gonna pause it. So I told them to let me go first. You already see Tristana's low, so if Leona does go in, if Tristana goes past a certain mark and doesn't focus Lebron, then Zillion's probably gonna ignore what do you call it, Leona to get through, since Leona's focusing the AD, so they both got a zone AD. So here you go. Now watch, if Tristana tries to come in, Zillion comes in. So I'm like, okay, she gets ahead. So right here, I'm going to go ahead. Tristana, all she has to do is bait. She calculates the damage probably, has heal, flash, now comes in, flash, boom. I come in there, slap, flip, 1, take a turret shot, take 2 turret shots, now I walk up to him. Okay, he flashes, and I'm pretty sure I go in there, I get ignited, and just drop 2 auto attacks, plus red buff, doing a little bit extra damage. So, one of my little tactics with Volibear, it's not warded, you just ganked it, so I'm going to loop all the way around, and I'm just going to drop a ward there. Sometimes supports like to go that way to ward this bush, and we need Leona to drop something. I didn't want them to push, so I back pinged him right there. I was like, yo, just wait, let me see if he comes up. Comes in, doesn't react to that Leona, and doesn't go back. That would have been a free kill probably. But it's all good. I come over here. I farm this. We take a look at what I have. I saw Ziggy getting chased down. So I was like, okay, fuck. I tell my bot lane to clear that. So I think I wait for him to come back. Now, mid lane doesn't have flash or ignite. That's what Ziggs told me. So I come over here. I farm this. So I gotta just farm underneath the turret. And with your W at 2 points, you get that extra attack speed. Shouldn't be a problem last hit. So you know you gotta be very focused when these minions are on the tower. You gotta know which ones to hit. The melees. Melees, you know, after 2 tower shots, you can hit it 1 time up front. And then the back casters, you got to make sure you auto attack the one the tower hits before it hits it. But with volley, depending on if you have attack speed or not. Yeah, I have a lot of attack speed, so yeah, it's easy. Okay, what was I talking about? I'm kind of tired right now, guys. So there's the rubber ducky. He goes in first. So with Volibear, this is what you want to do. You know she doesn't have flash, because that's what Zig said. So you come over here, and we're gonna flip her off to the side, and we're gonna walk ahead where you think she's gonna go. So 1. Now you'll see me start walking ahead instead of just sitting there auto attacking. Because if I sit there and auto attack, if she did have flash, you could get out of there. So we dropped the fight. And yes, I did get that. I could have given that to the Ziggs, but I know what to do with a fat juicy lead. And as you can see, picking up 2 kills, 3 kills early, picking up my golem. You know, it's all about snowballing this lead now. I'm about to hit level 6, and really it was pinging me, yo, I need help. I was like, yeah, please just let me get this real quick. It won't be long. I have that extra damage from the golem, and of course the regen that I get the sap and barblin. So now here we'll see if it's warded. So this is how you see if it's warded. Boom, we're gonna slow it down. I'm doing a lot of damage right now. I don't have flash, but I'm gonna show you guys about showing you how to gank. So I bought a pink ward. I decided to ward this. So Aurelia is called what we like to call baiting right here. You see, at a higher elo, people know how to bait. Sometimes in your elo, they don't know how to do this. So you see, Jace is probably like, yo, why the fuck is Aurelia doing this? Okay, so if I jump on Aurelia, I'm probably going to get stunned. I probably won't get this damage out. So I'm going to walk out. So what's the step on ganking? I know I'm going to be able to get up to him. I don't want to Q. Why? Because he has flash. So you see me walking ahead of him instead of walking towards him. Because I know he's going this way. There's no way he's going to run this way. If he runs this way, he's going to get stunned. So he comes in, drops a flip on me. Now drop the slow. 1, 2. If he decides to flash, it's fine. Now if he decides to swat me, he swats me at the same time. Then I hit the ulti. Boom. Slap. So let's rewatch that one more time. So, like I said, guys, when you gank somebody, you want to stay ahead of them. Of course, if you know if they have flash, you got to stay ahead of them. You don't want to run the Rolling Thunder. So don't drop the Rolling Thunder. Let the motherfucker run. Run with them. Stay with them. Drop the slow since he's on you. 1 auto attack. 2 auto attack. Okay, he doesn't want to drop the, what do you call it? Since I flipped him, I have time to hit my ulti. When you do your ulti, it does the animation. You got to sit there. He might flash. He might do some weird swat. And boom, he gets away. So, voila, we picked that up. Next step is the push. I don't know what I do here, so let's see. We both decided to back here. I decided to buy Mobos, so I told my team, yo, I got Mobos. I'm willing to help anybody. I went top, did my blue, left my red open. If Vi knows, yeah, okay, Viper, okay, Volley did blue first, and ganked top, and only shows that he has blue. After ganking that, okay, I'm going to get a free red. So, Vi is very smart by taking my buff. I know it's not warded because I got a pink ward in this bush. Well, I don't care if he warded it, but I'm just going to walk into this bush. I have the Mobo. So, Aurelia jumps, comes in. So, now, watch this. Now, I come out here. I'm not going to roll in Thunder. He has flash. Now, watch and learn, guys. Now, I drop the roll in Thunder. So, he comes in there, and I feel like, oh, I didn't get the slow, and I flash with him. 1, 2, fight. So let's rewatch that again. So I come in, so I kind of fucked that up. Watching slow-mo. I did have my flash up. That's why I decided to roll in Thunder, because he's going to get to his turret. So dropping a roll in Thunder right now means I'm just trying to blow a summoner. If I feel like I can follow up and get it, I will follow flash with them. So when I do follow flash, we flashes. I flash. 2. Boom. Now he swats me at the same time I get my flip in. So I'm going to get my auto attack no matter what. So he comes with me. And voila. So now after 1 auto attack, you want to just walk up. 2 auto attacks, and voila, drop the bite. So right there, we take a look at the scoreboard. We're talking about 5-0 mobilities on that Volibear. I'm looking around, seeing what lane I can gank. In bot lane right now is somewhat baby throwing that lane. There's no need to drop that dive. I mean, giving them extra kills, but whatever. You got to focus on the game. You're 5-0. You're stacking up. Sometimes I'll regret, bot lane epically throws their lead buying Mobos because I just wasted how much gold and I could have a giant spell. But instead, having the Mobos, I will be able to get places. So right here, I don't know if I calculated. Oh, okay. So what I said here, I forgot what was happening if Vi. But when you see Vi here, this is how you bait. You don't ping it. You tell your top laner to bait it, and it's obvious. So right here, from the start, you cannot just just show yourself right now. You can't fuck this up. As soon as you see this, I'm like GG. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to walk out. I'm not going to go on it right now, because if you go on it, you're going to get slid. You might take some extra damage, so I'm going to let her take the damage. So once everything's dropped, CDRs are blown, I'm going to go on to Vi first. Aurelia has got to fend for herself if Jace is doing that damage. So we drop the 1, the 2, and I want my red buff back. She stole it, and she already knows she's fucked. If she flashes or whatever, yeah, she doesn't have flash, so she dies. So here we go. Biggest man running for his life, coming in. Boom, drop the flip. 2 levels on that Rolling Thunder. Slap Areno, later, bitch. Boom, and nice flash. I probably would have survived that. Now you want to tax this. You know your top laner's got to go back. And with volley, after getting ganks and or just ganking the lane and whenever, and helping your team, if they have to back, you help them push the lane. If you don't push the lane, when they're low, they're sitting there low, and they have to sit there and push it. They might be and if you don't help them, the other guy comes back, then he ends up pushing it while your team has to go back when you could have helped them push it, and get those minions and make them miss a wave or two. So Aurelia has time to come back in the lane when he comes back in the lane, and you made him miss. A lot of times when you just gank a lane, there's a big wave, he's low, he might end up getting ganked, because you don't help push the lane out. And voila. Plus, it's free tax. I mean, it's free tax, and that keeps the other guy in the game too. It depending on how late you can, or how many times you gank him. And as you can see, Jace has died 3 times. Because, it's so easy to gank top. When you get fed, it's so easy, to snowball. I'm looking, I'm like, should I be bot lane? Should I be lane ganking? Why did they throw their lead? I'm not going to sit there and question. All I can say is, yo, man, slow it down. So I'm sitting here just in case, Jace comes back in the lane. I'm like, oh, fuck. I just wasted so much time here. So they decided to do dragon. I don't care about dragon right now. It's early dragon. They did, you do get a little extra gold. But it's okay. So I'm gonna look around. We're gonna go ahead and pick up this blue. I asked the last 2 buffs if Ziggs wanted it. He said, do you feel like you're gonna dominate? And I was like, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna dominate, but I don't care. I know I'm gonna dominate either way. But he said, go ahead and take it. And I said, okay. And I wanted my next red buff. I definitely wanted my next red buff. Red buff's very important to me. I did pick it up probably, I think. No, I think it hasn't spawned yet. So I'm looking around. Trying to gank a lane, slap Areno, boom, my red buff spawns. I pinged Tristana. I said, yo, take this. Looks like they're having a little difficulty farming in that bot lane. So, you gotta help your AD carry out. I already got 7 kills, so I really don't need the gold. What I need is my red buff. What I need is my flash, my bite, my flip Areno. They're fighting in mid lane. So, now here's another thing. I told Leona in mid lane to show herself, regardless. When your support shows mid lane, what does that mean? These 2 assholes are like, oh shit, we're gonna dive this bitch. So right here, as you can see, I'm like, Tristana, get ready to get dive. I'm baiting your ass right now. And guess what? It was obvious. They decided to come in, drop a bomb. I decided to show myself with Mobos, and LeBron's like, fuck my life. So I dropped the Majestic. Of course, he hits that 1 button, the most electrifying move coming out. Watch the fight. I don't even think he anticipated. Watch this shit. Boom. Later, bitch. And Zillion did not want to ult him, so I come over here, and of course, the feud with these 2. We're dropping that disrespect. Coming in. Yeah, I'll drop the auto attack. The reason I dropped the auto attack is to keep my my W going. And as you can see, we're just walking right along with him. And voila, so we picked that kill up. Drop that disrespect. Come over here. Help Tristana push this wave out. Actually, I don't know if I help her with the next wave. Actually, I decided to back. I probably pick up my Randuin's or something. I don't know. Well, let's see what I pick up. Why did my shit go off the screen? I didn't hit anything. So I go back. I pick up the Warden's Melt, a Negatron, and voila. I got a little bit of armor. Yeah, I got a little bit of armor and magic resist. I see something going down. When I see this, boom, there's a fight. And, okay. Looks like I'm just going to go bot lane again. And now watch. Another thing, just so you know it's warded, actually, there's just a big fucking brawl going down. So we look down here. Now you see him running back. That means it's warded. So how do you gank a bot lane when you're super fed? And there's nothing I don't like farming with volley. I just don't like farming. I like ganking lanes. I like blowing summoners. I know I might be under farm, but I got 9 kills. Trust me, volley is a champion farmer. But you just gotta know how to gank. And all that other stuff and what lanes gank. and all that, and what lane to snowball, how to play game when you're snowball. Of course, you know, you're gonna be games when you don't get a lot of kills, and yeah, as you can see, I loop all the way around. And I say, hey, LeBron, how are you doing today? I'm doing just fine. I hope you are too. Hit the most electrifying move, slap him right across the mouth. 1-2. As you can see, I haven't flipped him yet because I got the auto attacks. Now I flip him. He gets a buster shot against that wall. So yeah, you know, whenever you get, you know, whenever you have you gank lanes or whatever, you run on somebody and you can get onto them, you never want to use your Q right off the bat, especially if you don't know if their summoners are down or up. If they're down, you know, if you gank a lane, you know, you can walk up to them. Always drop your slow first, walk right next to him, slow him. When he flashes, that's when you follow up. And a lot of times you don't even have to use your flash. When you get used to ganking lanes without blowing your flash and blowing their flash and just catching up to them with Rolling Thunder, GG, because you save your flash. Now, there's going to be players that are smarter where you need to blow your flash, you know, like in mid lane, just to get them, because when you get somebody's flash and then you can follow up flash, like in mid lane, since, you know, it's a little bit closer, they're a little bit safer, you know, especially if they play this line, you can still get kills if you calculate it, but, you know, of course, you know, I don't recommend it. Until you get used to, you know, ganking the regular ways, like you've seen in this video with all the ganks I did top lane. So right here, I'm just gonna stay up with him. I dropped the slow. I know I don't do a lot of damage. I don't have my ulti. That's basically my real damage. Of course, my bite too. But, you know, I'm glad Volley's got a low cooldown, so I'm gonna drop the flip, and I'm just staying ahead of him. I know he can't kill me. I'm waiting for these guys to come in. And when they come in, they'll finish him off. So we're going to drop the slow. He walks right into it. We're going to drop the majestic again for the second time. And voila. Now, if I had red buff, then I could probably kill him. But it takes a couple swipes since I'm 20, you know, 20 plus in the mastery department. I'm not offensive. Come over here. See Vayne. I mean, Vi. She drops the ulti. We're going to get the 3-pointer from Kobe. 1 bite, 2 bite. And drop the Rolling Thunder and hit that ward. Someone put that ward in there. So I'm legendary right now. Nice. I'm looking for blood right now. We take a look. Boom. Ooh, she dropped. I thought you can flash through that. That's why I tried to flash that. I guess I was wrong. So it looks like Dragon's up right now. I told the team, I was like, yo, just give it up. It don't matter. They need it. You know, that's going to somewhat give them a little bit of hope because they are pinging it pretty hard. You know, if I didn't go in and dive and just backed right there, then yeah, I would have been able to pick that. I just wasn't aware. You know, I streamed for 12 hours today and, you know, well, yeah, 12 hours. Just chilled for a bit and, you know, sometimes I'm just not aware. So, you know, if you're playing and you know they got Dragon or spawns, or, you know, after picking up the kill on Vi, just back and, you know, always try to keep timers. Sometimes I don't do that, but this game I probably would have, but I guess I was just a little tired. So now here, drop that bite. He gets ulted. Oh, actually my bite actually went off on him. So there it is. Bye bye. Now there's a zillion run for us live. But yeah, if you ever see like bot lane missing and you're like, where the fuck are they at? And then jungler missing and mid lane missing, then they just come out of nowhere. Just add 6 minutes or a little bit less than 6 minutes, because, you know, of course, you know, seeing them come out of the river and back in the lane. So LeBron dead for 10 seconds. Boom, we're pushing mid. I'm really taking my red buff, my life. So here with Tristana and Ziggs, I should be back right now with Leona on the front lines. Instead, you know, I'm taking a little bit too much damage. I could have backed, but we got this. So I'm taking a lot of damage. I get ignited. I got a zillion bomb. There's the assault and battery from Vi. Knocked me back. That kind of pissed me off. I'm like, how did that happen? And boom, Syndra dropping a lot of balls on me, and I go down. So there's the double get to the back. Aurelia still alive. She has to go top side now to stop this Baron, and you see, because they have nothing to lose. Red team has nothing to lose. Tristana has to pop that heal to get that move speed to get out of there. We got Leona come, not Leona, but fucking Syndra. I'm so bad. So here, all they gotta do is stop it. They're taking a fucking, oh my god, that ward, fucking strong. So it looks like the biggest man gonna get onto Tristana, buster shot, not gonna be able to save her. But guess what? Big wave bot, boom, Kobe dropping a 3-pointer, gonna drop a couple people low. Syndra taking on my pink ward that's been there for ages. So I might start putting pink wards right there if they never drop a ward, because it's always good to know where they ward at. If this is warded, even, you know, on this side, because a lot of times, you know, top laners on the red side, you know, might be scared and they just ward this because they know that the jungler's smart and it goes all the way around. But if you ward here and you're able to run up here like I did, and you're playing, you know, a jungler with you know, some move speed like volley and how I gang. Boom, voila, it's 3 kills. So really I thought she could do some type of zone effect while we did the Baron, which was a very bad idea, but they're missing a lot of CS, and of course we took mid inhib, so that's going to push out, so that's going to force somebody to go back. So we had to replay this, and as you can see, we're going to have to just not do Baron. You know, I love doing Baron. At this point, it's like fucking hopeless unless we have our whole team there. And for some reason, every time, you know, it's just someone's been dead. So here, I don't need the CS. I could take this. I could hit R and take it. But, you know, with Aurelia, you know, just me KSing every single fucking kill, I did not need it. I got 55 CS. I got no CS, but I got 8,800. I got more gold than everyone. So, I mean, well, than this. Well, do I have more gold than everybody? I do as the jungler, so yeah, I got a lot of kills. So I say fuck it. I'm going to give it to Aurelia. She has her R. She can just hit R and clear it instantly. Maybe might save it, or just, you know, if we're stalled out, we just got to keep everything pushed. So, you know, if this was pro level, you know, they probably set the waves up to where it stacks up, you know, at this point. And you know, in solo queue, it doesn't do it like that. It's just take everything, boom, lanes get all fucked up, they re-push back towards your tower. People gotta, you know, go over there and cover them a lot of times because people just don't learn that part of the game. And you know, I don't know that part. You know, there was a video on it. Boom, Kobe dropping a 3-pointer. I probably should check that out and actually step my game up. And learn how to stack waves, so they push and they stack up where, you know, people miss a lot, kind of like what we saw when we were doing Baron and they were trying to contest and there was a big wave. It was miss, boom, balls, DFG. As you can see, I'm tanking a lot and dropping the disrespect, and of course Spirit Visage plus HP, my passive 30% healing after I get dropped down to 30. It's a lot of HP I get back. So here we got the siege. Now I was now with the 1-3-1, I told Tristana to go bot. We'll just sit here. Now Aurelia, when she goes top, she does die here, so she probably should have waited for Tristana to go bot and push that out, and everybody be in the lane at the same time. Meaning, okay, you see Aurelia when she dies here, she doesn't. Okay, well she's right here. We speed it up. So we're pinging mid, so we kind of trying to force him back. Leona's off to the side, so Tristana now shows bottom. Now, when Tristana shows bottom, guys, remember, they're going to try to engage on your team. And bronze and silver and lower elo, they're like, oh shit, guys, get him, Tristana, and they'll fucking do something stupid. So your teammates will end up getting caught, and then boom, you end up throwing, and then people start crying. So make sure you, if you're going to lead your team, make sure you tell them, you back the fuck up. Here I'm just filling up right here, and I'm like, how did fucking Aurelia die? So she doesn't wait for Tristana to be right here, so when she does die, we get this tower, but Leona's off to the side right now, and I'm just filling up, so she should have waited. We do get a blue buff, so worth, and we do get this bottom tower. If they decide to do Baron, they're gonna lose a lot more. We'll take the inhib. I can care less about losing Baron. I'll play him. So I saw Lebron cutting through. It was obvious. You see the ward in mid, so I kind of wanted to just blow him up, maybe get a summoner if I can. Boom, slap, drop the ulti. I can take a lot of damage. Boom, slap, and there's the ulti from Lebron, just from me, so that's pretty good. You know, I didn't have rev up or anything like that, and he's kind of healthy. Well, yeah, it's Phage, so we do get this dragon. We see Vi, there's the solar flare coming out, the rubber ducky, boom, flashes, explosive shot, not doing enough damage. She gets out of there, but good to go. We got the flash off Vi, and that's good. You know, if she hits R, looks like there's something going down in the mid lane. Balls are being dropped. Kobe dropping the 3-pointer. He goes down. Vi coming in. Gonna have to leave. So we picked that up for free. So my team decides not to wait for me. I'm already low. I just got my passive pop. I didn't want to go in here, so I just wanted to pick up this red grab up. So this is at their own risk, and you know, a lot of times, you know, when somebody ends up dying here, you know, like I said, the red team doesn't have to lose. Okay, so Tristana gets caught, gets stunned, and that only stalls the game out. But all good, you just have to wait and regroup. You still got the lead. You got a lot of pressure on the map. Baron's up right now. There's no need to do Baron. Right now, like I said, you know, doing Baron would only give the other team a chance to come back. Boom, slap. Now here, slapping. We know the ult's gonna get dropped down. So you click on Vi right now. She drops Assault and Battery. She has the ulti on her for about a couple more seconds. So I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting. I might hit her one more time just to keep my W, but nope, I don't. So we're waiting for the ulti, and when the ulti gets done, later, and uppercut that bitch. So their jungler's dead. That ulti gonna not stop that pursuit from Lebron. Aurelia pushing top, so she needs to push that and get that tower. It looks like we push mid, and I see Tristana, so I think I do decide to wait. And no. Oh yeah, I was like, okay, let's just wait for Tristana while Aurelia is pushing top and taking that top inner. Yeah, so she takes that. Tristana comes over here. We got Ziggs doing a little bit extra damage with the auto attack every whatever 12 seconds. He gets that, so that helps get this tower faster. Plus, we got Tristana level 13, not level 18 yet in God mode, but you know, I'll be there for Tristana if it does go to late game. There's always a chance if you throw a game that Tristana, you know, if you're playing Volibear tank, Tristana level 18 with those items, you know the 80 items you usually get, it's just fucking unstoppable if she's got something to peel off of. So mini games with a Tristana, and of course, you know, 5 items is just unfucking believable what this 80 does. Makes people bleed. So here we go. We got something going down. I probably should have played this a little bit more aggressive before taking all this damage and harass from these flying balls and just flashed on to Syndra. I even checked to see if she had Zonya's, and she didn't have Zonya's, so it would have been a free kill, and a lot of abilities drop. Boom, there's Assault Battery onto Tristana, Rubber Ducky. We're going to get that flip onto Zillion, hit the most electrifying move. Xenon Blade onto Vi. Vi's going to get worked. The FG popped in my back, and I take balls to the back, and a Zillion Bomb. Boom. That did a lot of damage. Holy shit, with all the items and how fed I am. Actually didn't make sense, so I was pretty upset. Alright, so boom, there's a flash in. Boom, Blackfish getting worked. Lemon, is that his name? I don't know. But yeah, he picks up that kill. The camera work by me right now is epically fail. So let's go ahead and check. Yeah, there we go. Now we can take a look. So we're going to actually get a hit for this. So they blow everything on me. Syndra dropped her ulti. Boom, that's the only target. A lot of times, what you see in front is what you got to focus if you're the red team. There's nothing else. I mean, you can't run through a fucking Volibear that's fed as fuck. You got to kill what's in front of you and just pray to God that people survive and you're able to stall the game out. But they weren't lucky, and as you can see, we took that. People were most of my carries and my support were up, and they took that and hit. So yeah, basically I'm a meat shield. I love playing Volibear. And let's talk about the build. All right, so I'm playing against Alright, so of course you want to get your Ancient Golem, and after that, you know, I got 3 kills. You know, usually I pick up my boots. If I go back with my first buy, 1100 gold, maybe got a kill. I'll pick up my boots, my quill coat, my ruby crystal, and you know, just to have the move speed. I use move speed quints. I get the utility move speed from the utility mastery tree, and I run 21 in defense and 6 in offense, and I get the feast, so I get a little bit HP back, and of course the extra damage to minions, and the 4 points and the CDR on the offensive mastery tree, like you saw at the beginning of the video. So, and I start 5% on my glyphs, so I have 10% level 1. Then when I get golem, I have 10%. So that's 20% right there. And if you ever have blue, that's 30. So you have a lot of CDR, so you're able to spam. And I usually get that, then a Giant's Belt and a Kindle Gem. Unless I'm playing against a full AD team, I'll just run 3 Giant's Belts probably. That's just the way I do it. You know, it's all about the bite, your passive, and your W. Okay, yeah, I did say, what do you call it? The W. And of course, and the abilities you want to max up is the W. Your Q second. Boom. There's a really getting the GA pop. Kobe dropping the 3-pointer. I'm coming in, gonna slap this dude. Walk back. You know, I don't want to die. Tower gets taken out. And looks like we're going to be able to take this last one. So we're off to the side. Going to drop it. The ulti was dropped on me again, but I live. But yeah, you want to max W, then your Q. I just feel like, you know, when you're able to run at somebody with, you know, 50% move speed, extra, or more, yeah, 35% more, you know, you catch people. You're able to get to that target. Instead of, you know, I used to max my E, but you know, a lot of times I couldn't get to that target. But with 35%, of course, you know, if you're not running at a champ, you get 15%. So, you know, it goes up every. Does it go every 5? I don't know. 15%. The bonus enhanced 250. So I don't know if it's 20, then 30, 35. Oh, okay. Maybe when you run at champions, it's at 30, then it goes 35. 40, 45, 50. I don't even know that shit. I'm bad. But yeah, you know, I just realized that, you know, mid game, you know, being able to get that flip and plus having flash, you know, and getting that one target, you know, and just being a meat shield and getting your ulti off and dropping the most electrifying move, you know, it's just so much. And really, you know, it's slow. It could be at 50% for 3 seconds, the slow on his majestic roar. But you know, 35 or 30 or whatever it's at is actually not too bad. It's 30% plus a flip. You're flipping them behind you. If you have red buff, then you're slowing them. If you're level 6, you're getting more damage out. So you're going to get that damage off. But the only problem, the only bad thing about volley jungle, guys, just remember, is that early game. It's that first buff. It's going to take 20-30 seconds. Communicate with your with your team and tell them, yo, man, I'm trying to gank lanes. I'm trying to snowball you guys. And that's what I do, you know. I hope for a big-ass leash. I like to start E level 1, but, you know, I just feel like it sucks when you don't get a leash. You may fear those minions. You may not take a lot of damage, but at that point, I'd rather just attack the damn thing. You can go offensive. You could actually go 21-0, 21-6-3 just to be able to clear that a little bit faster and save a few seconds and get the clear out, but you won't have that tankiness. But I don't know, I'll try it out and I'll let you guys know, and yeah, I'll probably do that tomorrow and switch it up. It'll be the don't give a fuck volley. This is more the tank spec volley, and I like the tankiness volley. But other than that, you know, I know I probably ramble a lot. I probably left some things out, or I didn't finish a couple things. So if you have any questions, hit me up on my stream or Twitter. Well, no, probably just hit me up on my YouTube videos. I know I don't answer a lot of you guys on my YouTube, but I'll do my best to try to get back at you guys. But if it's anything about volley, you know, with ganking, I hope I slowed it down for you guys so you guys can gank lanes and know how to snowball other lanes. And I usually don't buy mobos. This is probably like one of the first times I bought mobos in a ranked game. I just felt like, you know, I just felt good. You know, I was like, I ain't streaming, so I got this shit. You know, I don't know. I guess it's just a different mindset when I'm playing offline. But, you know, Volibear can be a fucking monster. It's all about, you know, getting that big-ass leash. And if you get that big-ass leash and knowing what to gank, it's all about blowing the summoners, my friend. So, yeah, man, I hope you guys have a good one. I gotta go to my appointment. My stomach's growling. I'm hungry as fuck. Oh, shit, I need to go now. So, yeah, guys, don't forget to like, sub, if you enjoyed this video. Peace. Late.